Came all the way from LSU.
Mic check, mic check. Yeah.
Did you see a little concrete truck?
I did not see it, I was.
Like a little 2-yard, man.
Was it actually like a truck somebody drove it?
That's got like a,
Or did they pull it with a
no,
trailer?
it's a truck.
Like somebody drove it?
Yeah, no, it's like a little, it's got like a little 2-yard in the back of it. That's got some-
It sounded like a waste.
I guess it's for small pours. They don't have to, well, like Park Road, it made a lot of sense to do it all the way on the road, so it actually was beneficial for us.
I seen the ones you would pull behind your truck, that had spin.
Yeah, no, this is actually a truck. It's one of them. No, it might be 30 yards, I don't know, it's not very big. It's for like small pours. That's why I told them, like, you might have a need for like small pours somewhere where you're not paying for big truck, Space City Country. So,
Yeah.
I just never seen them before.
I meant to take it out there though, you know.
Talking access, I just never seen it.
Oh.
Seen it 10 as well, but you can't. It's like a little toy, but I know it's not, but it's like.
Did it look like a traditional truck with
No,
that?
no, no, I mean, it's
Was it
just
bare
like a-
with-
it's
was it
like
bare
a-
on the back?
it's like a Ford cab on here, full of little swamp. But, yeah, it's-
Mayor Trey.
Looks like what you pulled from the trailer, really.
It's funny. Just us, we're the decision makers.
You go before it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason for us not to be going before.
I'll say it on my. I'm not a fan of the sound.
I know.
I had to stop working two something to pay this.
I've been working on city stuff since I'm there. Been all day. Have not been for once.
I'm not like that. Snack. Yeah.
Mr. Isaac, give me a treat.
That's right, I keep thinking for breakfast. With quite cheap. No, it needs to be cut off. It's, Brian did that, and I didn't realize
Are you in a costume?
Dude, hey, you heard that of yourself. How many times did you are?
Oh my gosh.
You left two cards at the table. Two cards. And Louisa walks up and she goes, I said, we have to go after a dog, she goes. She spit out some beer, like, and he goes, that shit.
But this is what we're seeing. For you guys, by the way, I didn't invite you to the groundbreaking.
You were always invited.
No one put it on my calendar. Natasha didn't put it on my calendar.
What?
You got 85 staff members over there.
We don't know what's going on.
The groundbreaking.
You thought that was,
Give him one of those.
Oh, man, really?
It was the same height, that's why I thought.
That's not you.
I was like,
Is it 2 o'clock?
The next budget, just include some lips and shoes.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
And you know, I started for telling them about the whistle.
Hey, Patty, can you grab the signage sheets? Well, by the time I run over there, it's gonna be time. Thank you.
so long that I could be, I was
You
talking.
got no friends in this room today.
I'm on myself.
That's rough, man.
Man, they're dogging on you.
Both.
Supposed to have my.
Oh, here she comes.
The second reading. There should be some open.
You've got 15 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Natasha, I don't have a gavel. Can I just bang on the counter? Oh,
Hey, you do that.
Wow.
I was like, something's wrong up here. I got ready to start the
They
meeting.
must have been worried about that.
I got one over my bar. That's a great speed.
I'll think about when you do that dance, bring that, because I can throw it.
Yeah.
You know, we call it a national holiday. Seeing we have a quorum, I will call to order the City of Kima City Council and Kima Public Facilities Corporation regular meeting, February 4th, 2026 at 4 p.m. And the first thing on the agenda are the pledges. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Next on the agenda is a moment of silence. And the next thing on the agenda is invitation to address council, and I see that no one signed up to address council. Did we overlook anyone? Okay, and next is proclamations, presentations, and awards. We have a proclamation tonight that I believe Patty is going to accept. And it is for tourism-friendly Texas certified community designation. Who's taking the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, it's helping. So this is a proclamation in support of Kima as a tourism-friendly Texas certified community. Whereas a tourism-friendly Texas certified community program administered by Travel Texas and the Office of the Governor's Economic Development and Tourism Office seeks to strengthen relationships with community partners, educate local leaders on the importance of tourism to economic growth and job creation, and encourage participation in state-supported programs for tourism development. And whereas travel and tourism play a vital role in Kima's economic prosperity, helping to create jobs, support local businesses, and showcase the state's rich history, culture, and true Texas hospitality. Whereas the city of Kima values our community's unique offerings, including historic character, waterfront attractions, local businesses, cultural events, and welcoming spirit as assets that draw visitors from across the state, nation, and the world. And whereas the city council of the city of Kima recognizes that formal participation in tourism-friendly Texas certified community programs will help guide strategic tourism initiatives and enhance Kima's profile as a destination while fostering economic opportunity for residents and businesses alike. And now therefore be it resolved that the city council of the city of Kima, Texas, hereby supports the city of Kima's application to participate in the tourism-friendly Texas certified community program, affirms its commitment to tourism as an economic development strategy, and encourages community partners and citizens to join in this effort. Thank you.
Why are you doing that?
Y'all look great.
Trying to get you with your haircut.
Thank you.
What haircut?
Mayor, council, and residents, just as a reminder, this does not mean we are certified. This means we are pursuing certification. We're doing our best efforts. It's a very rigorous process, but we need this proclamation showing that the city supports us pursuing this certification.
Okay, next on the agenda is mayor's comments and announcements. I'd like to remind everybody that we have a Yachty Gras boat parade this coming Saturday evening. This year marks the 27th parade, and it's become a true tradition on our waterfront. It's a fun and family event, beautiful, and we proudly sponsor that through Discover Kemah. The boats will set sail from Clear Lake and begin passing through the Boardwalk Channel around 7 p.m. So come on out and enjoy the fun. A travel note, and I believe this will be posted on social media and everything. There will be road work affecting State Highway 96 and its intersection at Highway 146 this weekend. TxDOT's ongoing construction and lane closures on Highway 146 and at 96. The 146-96 junction could cause delays this weekend. So either don't go near that corner in that area or find an alternative route to take. City offices will be closed, not this coming Monday, but a week from Monday on February 16th in observance of President's Day. And we've also adjusted the schedule for a couple of meetings moving forward. Our KCDC, our Kemah Community Development Corporation, will meet on February 10th, and our next city council meeting will be moved forward a day due to many on council traveling, so that will be on Thursday, February 19th. So check the social media pages and the website for updates. We also have an upcoming election in May, and the filing deadline is this Friday at 5.
13th.
Next
The 13th.
The 13th. Oh,
Week-
that's right.
week from
I'm a
now.
week early, so we've got 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Now we have, next on the agenda is council members' comments, and Councilmember Isaac Saldana, would you like to start?
Last week I asked for prayers for a family's father that wasn't doing well, and I just wanted to tell you he passed away last night, so keep the Boones in your prayers. Really, really good man. Bill was his name. Good guy, deacon at his church, was a stand-up guy.
Oh, wow.
Been a neighbor of ours, was our for 20 years, so anyway, keep that family in your prayers.
Absolutely. Councilman Meisinger and Councilman Broadus.
Just a quick update. Caesar and I met with TxDOT on Evergreen 518, and it appears that the hooded left is going to be a permanent resident of Kemah in the future. So I think we're supposed to be reaching out to Star this week and next to help us with some more apparatuses to fix that exit a little bit clearer in the interim, but they're telling us probably May, June, they're going to come into a permanent structure to make it as it is today in a concrete format. So just so everybody's aware.
Next on the agenda is our city administrator's report. Caesar.
Thank you, Mayor. Very briefly, actually, tonight, just letting you know that we preemptively have put in a letter of interest or possible solicitation for repairs on Kip Road. We know that the road is still in fair condition, but we do know that it has got some rough spots and it will need some actual support. This process is a very lengthy one. It's about 4 to 5 to sometimes 6 years or more to be funded. We wanted to start now before the problems get worse. We identified it. It was identified previously as one of the roads that needed help. So we have applied to HCAC for a letter of interest to make sure that we would be qualified as a project. So then we can then formally apply. That's 8A. 8B. In similar fashion, we have applied for some congressional earmarking funds from Congressman Weber's office. There is an opportunity for some drainage projects. We have applied. We did make the cut for the top 15. We just learned earlier today, so we're excited to pursue that. We did get a call early today on that, letting us know that we have at least garnered interest or some possible qualification. They'll let us know if and when we can formally apply for some assistance. That would be specific to the drainage issues you have in the Lighthouse District and tied to a drainage master plan that was done, I believe, up to more than 15 years ago. But still, the problems still persist. That concludes my report.
Any comments or questions for Caesar?
Next on the agenda is reports from staff. If any of the councilmen have any questions for staff. Most of the reports were in the last meeting, I think, though. Next on the agenda, consent agenda to approve the minutes of the 01/21/2026 City Council regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11A, consideration and possible action items, bank transfer and amendment, transfer money from the police department contraband account to the general fund and amending the budget for the purchase of 2 R-Series lidars.
LiDAR.
LiDARs. Okay.
These are speed detection or radar detectors, if you will. And those funds are being requested to come out of the contraband account. So it will not come out of essentially taxpayer funds. But we needed that approval for a transfer in order to approve that.
Make a
What do
motion.
we have, Mr. How many of these total do we have?
We have one right now. These are outdated, so this would make us 3 total.
Three, okay. Go ahead, Chris. Just I'll
Go
second.
ahead. You have other questions? Make a motion, transfer money from the police department contraband account to the general fund and amending the budget for the purchase of 2 R-Series LiDARs.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11B, consideration and possible action to approve an agreement for Galveston County Health District for Animal Services.
Make a motion to table till February 19th.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Isaac Saldana.
May I have just a quick moment on that?
Absolutely.
I want to clarify something on the last item real quick.
So we have 4, but 3 are all broken. Only 1 is functional when you ask about the LiDAR. So we only have 1 in service. They're outdated.
Thank you, Chief.
And I guess we want to clarify this item because I thought maybe somebody might want to clarify it, but is everybody aware that Galveston County took our prorated, which went up, I think, $1,500 from the year before, but all of a sudden they've now made it a minimum $25,000 to play in the animal control with Galveston County. So we're exploring options with Dickinson, League City, Seabrook, and somebody else.
Seabrook, Clear Lake Shores is seeing what they were going to do, Dickinson and League City.
So Clear Lake Shores went with Seabrook.
I do have the update that they are a 1-year trial.
So they're pulling out of Galveston County. They've had 1 animal picked up per year for the last 3 years.
Correct. According to the data, they've had one animal pickup for 23, 24, and 25, up through 25.
For 25 grand, had one pickup.
Correct. That's what they would be if they
Well,
were.
Ours would be like almost $900 if you do the last 3 average, it'd be $900 per animal. 25, we still don't have that many
Well, it
pickups.
used to be a percentage, and now they've made it a
Just a flat.
minimum.
It should be 12.8, what it should be by general, just raises and everything else, but then, so the county doesn't have to raise their taxes, I'll say it publicly. They took Tiki Island, Bayou Vista, Clear Lake Shores, and Kena and raised all ours from the $10,000 to $12,000 range up to $25,000 to participate. So they just picked up another $50,000, and if everybody stuck with this,
Just in
so
light,
that they don't have to increase taxes and do anything with their budget on their side.
in,
So we're gonna explore options, not saying that we're not gonna use them, I'm just saying that we just need to explore all options since it's taxpayers' money before we make that decision.
Yes.
in light of the agenda deadline for this being tomorrow, since we have to always put the agendas together 2 weeks in advance, I please request to have until March 4th, till the March 4th meeting, so we have enough time to do due diligence. Also, because we just found out that Clear Lake Shores actually signed the agreement about an hour ago. We found out an hour ago, it happened yesterday, that they
Yeah,
took, they
their-
both took it to their council
Their
for
meetings
approval.
are the day before ours.
So they just approved that yesterday. So Clear Lake Shores is going to be partnering with Seabrook. I don't have the details of that partnership, but I do know that Seabrook responded by saying that they will only be able to take 1 city at this time. So that is no longer an option. We have to explore other options if we wanted to go.
Not saying we're not going Galveston County, I just think we need to do a little bit more research before we make this decision, because they changed the rules of the game, and it was brought to my attention a little late to track down everything, so.
In light of that, if we could please, I know your motion was to table to the 19th, if we could please table to the 4th of March, if you don't mind, so we have ample time to do the research, because 24
Can we
hours.
table to the 19th, and if it's not available, we'll do it to March 4th, I mean.
Can we do that? Can we table and retable?
Well, if you table it, it comes to the next meeting, and if they table again, it'll slide to the next one, correct?
That's my
Requesting
understanding.
be tabled to a certain date.
I mean, I'd like to see if we couldn't get it done, because we're only talking about 2 or 3 cities to get information from, so I don't think that'd
Don't we
be.
have representation on that board?
Yeah,
We
well,
do have presentation.
And they didn't. the
but,
board
well,
just come-
but,
Well, they don't have voting rights.
yeah, and Beverly moved.
They don't have rights to listen, what's going on?
This was initiated at the very last meeting, and also PD, as well as another citizen that was recommended from this council to go represent us, were the ones that brought this to light of this fee change from the last meeting that they were at.
And if you actually look at it, it says if they lose a city, that amount could actually increase even more. It's based on the ones that are in the co-op now. It could go even higher or lower, if they didn't want people in it. So
So we can leave the motion as is, and just, if we needed to move it forward next time, we could.
I just want to give everybody time that we're going to have to go a little bit deeper dive now, since one of our options that we were hoping to have, just found out less than an hour ago that
Maybe if you show them the numbers, they don't have a problem with taking more than one city. They're only picking up one dog over there, you know.
I already did.
Thank you,
No
Caesar.
problem.
Natasha, I did not call for a vote yet, correct?
No.
Okay,
No, we didn't get.
We didn't vote.
Yeah, no.
Just first and a second, no vote.
okay, you made the motion, you made the second?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11C, consideration and possible action to approve grant application for AARP Community Challenge.
This application request is for a low cost, no match request. There's 3 different tiers that we can follow. They are considered ARP community grant challenges. Our participation is usually will be through the walking audit done by our volunteer general residents should be selected. Biking audit also done the same way, there should be options. Also, we can use an actual design cost for some 57-acre park for the walking trail portion of the project, or for Gateway Park. We applied to 3 different options. We just want to approve it to pursue these as difficult we already approved.
Make a motion to approve the grant application for AARP Community Challenge.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. 11D, consideration and possible action to apply for the build grant.
Thank you, Mayor. This item it does require a match should we be funded. This would be cover design and partial construction funds toward Gateway Linear Park. A match would be 20% if considered. If considered for an urban application or no match, we qualify for rural. Obviously, we would apply for rural. Depending if we qualify for rural, it might be 20% match. It's a project that you do have an actual hearing on to actually be approved. The next step would be to take care of design. Wherever text dot is set, once we complete design, or at least initiate the design, that they would cover the total construction costs of the written program. We're going to get that in writing, but cannot do so until we initiate one that's required to be approved. Then we establish ownership or use of the land, and then go by schematic design and final design and move forward from the project.
So it'd be 20% of $1 million
20% up to that amount.
up to that.
And if we were awarded, where would those funds come from? I guess be my question, because
That would be one of the suggestions that we need to have.
And you have to apply for both.
No, we're gonna,
Just
we're
the
gonna apply
rural.
for rural. If you
Okay,
can't
yeah, that's-
qualify. If you don't qualify and they bump our application to urban, then if funded, then we take it to 20%.
When will we know when that happens?
Usually 5 to 6 months after application. After closing applications.
I make a motion to apply for the Build Rural Grant application only.
Second.
So I have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11E, consideration and possible action to restructure KCDC bylaws and appointment policy and procedures.
This is actually my item. I kind of found my notes.
I also copied them into the body under the cover page.
Okay. So basically what, I have a little bit of time on KZDC and I've seen just about everything happen. And what I tried to do was just sit down and go over all the things that have been points of contention or weren't clear or would have been our, what we've practiced but isn't in the bylaws. And I tried to write it out in a way that would cover all those things. One, I'll just follow the summary. The board eligibility standards. I felt like, your first choice should always be a resident and or business owner. Because we're a small community, I felt like that was kind of limiting our already limited volunteer base. So expanding it to people that have a meaningful connection to Kemah. And I furthered that by saying adjoining cities, like if the city bordered Kemah, Philly Shores, League City, Dickinson, even Seabrook. I mean, if you wanted to expand to that, you could. I'm just going to kind of brief over them. If anyone wants to stop that input, please do. Kind of going into the terms again, the partial and full terms, it gets real confusing. If somebody gets put on, and which has happened a couple of times recently, and they're put in on a 2-year term, the replacement should only be able to fill it 1 year or the remaining 1 year of the term, and they have to be reappointed and start there 6 years because one person can stay on there for 8 years if that's the case. And the idea is to keep it flowing, just so you don't have what I like to call donut eaters, just people that sit there and drink coffee and want to have a nameplate in front of them. We've turned into a working board, and I think we ought to keep the level high. A cap on council members, that's been something that Darren and I have talked about. Whenever Dustin got elected, I just removed myself, partially because I was coming up, but partially I also don't agree with having a voting majority of council on there. So I put in there to limit it to 2, with very limited exceptions. One being, if you had empty spots and you had to fill them and you don't have qualified people to fill them, then you can backfill them with council temporarily until you fill the spot. That's what I put in. Appointment process, which has always been, I think we've done it. If I've been around for 20 of these, it's been done differently 20 times. What I recommended was a 2-step process. One, KCDC identify the skill set and type of board member they're looking for. If KCDC is working on economic development, or if they're working on parks, or whatever it is they need help on, to identify that person as a wish list, and then give it to staff to put it out to the public in a set amount of time. We can discuss what that time is to get applications. Once applications are in and we start going through an interview process, I even created a score sheet to interview. So it isn't just just off the cuff. I mean, there's the structured score sheet, how they score, and then KCDC to send an actual recommendation to council based on that score sheet. And then council would do the same. With council ultimately deciding who's on there. But mainly what I did was I tried to make it so that the way I view it and the way, if you look at the content or who's up here even, KCDC has traditionally been training ground for council. All of us have served on it. In fact, everybody up here served on it except for Lee. And I think we ought to just keep that standard really high. And not to mention that board is really doing a lot. And being the president, and actually all 3 of us have been presidents up here.
No.
So 3 of us are presidents up here. And what ends up happening is when you're working on things, sometimes you end up working on it by yourself as a president. And that's not really an effective way to get things done. You need strong board members that are going to help pull those things along. And so that's just my opinion on these things. I wrote it up for you guys to look at. I like to start it now. I mean, we're about to have, I think we have 2.
We'll have 2.
And then if there's 2 candidates, council candidates on KCDC. So if one of those get elected, then you'll then have 3 if we stick to this. So I like to retract, adopt this, put it out there this way now. That being said, one of the, I didn't put it in here, but one thing I think we ought to add, and it's also not clear in the bylaws, is until you find a replacement, I think the board members stay. That way you don't have hamstrung without board members. So like, for example, in this instance, Ray and Ryan, I guess, would stay on until they're replaced. I mean, their term's over. If it takes a week or two, then they're on there to help you conduct business and then move on. But things to try to avoid. The ever-changing way we select people, that's always bad. The fairness of how we get it out there and who is a actual candidate. KCDC identified who it is that you want, I think is important. And how the process will go through the interview and keeping up the quality candidate. Anyway, that's what I have. Anybody have any input?
The only thing about that I take issue with is the residents of adjoining cities. I have no meaningful connection whatsoever with Fairlake Shores or League City or Dickinson or whatever. I mean, I like them, got friends there. But my biggest issue is none of those cities would allow a resident of Kima to serve on their board.
Well, the way it sits now, there's no residency. So, and you could be a resident of.
But I think it should be. I think it should be. I remember when I was president, I was pushing a local business owner, and he did get it. I pushed him too, and he didn't get it. And now he's the president. So who was right on that?
Well, the jury's out. The jury's out on that.
Well, I can be high mark.
I was turned down 3 times.
But it was, he was, and I caught so much flack over the fact that he wasn't a resident. It's like, you can't put him, he's not a resident. I caught flack from some council members. I caught a lot of flack on that. But, he fed his family by the economic well-being of the city where he was doing business. So that's heavy duty buying to me. And also these people are allowed to spend taxpayer funds. And I just think, and with our population growing the way it is, I don't, that's the one part of this that sticks with me is the residents of adjoining cities. I don't know any other city that would allow a non-resident to fill a position like that. And I think we do have, believe me, I'm the first to say, we've had our dips in, the poll now. And when I got on in 16, there were 9 or 11 people that applied for that one. And I've seen times when you get 2 or 3. But I have personally noticed in the last year or so, increased engagement from people. A lot of that has to do with, Kima Crossing and all that kind of stuff. But I just, and man, you're preaching the choir on that we do it a different way every single time. I am so on board with just about everything on here. That's the only little pebble in my shoe on it is the residents of adjoining cities.
Yeah, so a couple comments on that. So one, they're not allowed to spend taxpayer money without your approval.
Up to a certain dollar figure.
We have to approve their budget. So
True,
it is
we approve the budget,
100%, we have to 100% approve their budget. So they don't just have free will over there. 1. 2, you have an actual board member that lives in Lake City that is probably one of the better contributors on it. That's what I'm saying. Like I hear what you're saying. And ultimately, if we had the volunteer base that was like plentiful, and maybe it's a moot point. But I'm just saying that sometimes, my experience up here, you don't have that. And so instead of just painting yourself in the corner, and then we're ultimately deciding, if you want to put in there a caveat that a resident gets first preferential treatment, that's great, we can do that. I just don't want to paint myself in a corner on that, that's all.
I think it'd be the point system. I think you'd get more points if you're a Kima resident.
There you go.
I mean, if you can do a point system or some sort of grading system, you get more points being a resident. Not to eliminate people, but I mean, as the current president, if I had a wish list, somebody needs to get on board with the 57-acre park because that's gonna be a 5 to 7 year project minimum. And I won't be around that long to complete that project. So somebody needs to take what I'm doing today and what Caesar's doing today and be able to run with it. It'll take them a couple of years to get up to par. And I think the other one is if we're gonna do something with this business alliance, I really think we need to get somebody off of Anders and start drawing the people that are not in our entertainment district and what we call this side of town and what the tourism is. I think we need to start getting into the people that are actually running AC companies and GPM. And I mean, we have a lot of sales tax providers on that other side of town that I think just get left out.
I know some people there that would be on KCDC.
Yeah, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I really think that if I had a wish list, that'd be my 2 wishes would be somebody to champion the 57-acre park long term for 6 years, and they know that you're getting on there for 6 years to try to complete this project, and then somebody to help with the Business Alliance, because we have a lot of people that we know and interact with on a regular basis on this side of the road with the entertainment district and the restaurants, and I don't think that's the problem. I think it's those hidden gems that we have in town that you don't even know here until you get out in your golf cart and you go walk around and you go through those little buildings over there, and you're like, this is actually in Kemah.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of them that, I mean, we got some bargain stores that I didn't know we had. I mean, there's been some stuff I just fascinated that we have, and I just was not aware. Because it's set up in that little warehouse district, and there's hundreds of businesses over there.
Somebody counted on that, I know 90-something.
I was, that's close to, I mean, with the new buildings.
I think that actually helps, though, like whenever, like what you're saying right now.
Some of it's interactive with that Anders group. I mean, there's just,
What you're saying now would be step one, right, of identifying it. And I actually think that helps get people in, because if you put out there, I'm looking for somebody to help with the park, I'm looking for somebody to help with the Business Alliance, that may ring with somebody. As opposed to just putting it out there generally and somebody might not know. By the way, that's not in here, but also put in there that I think whoever you interview should have knowledge of what KCDC does. Because I'm telling you, I had a guy one time call me and wanted to be on KCDC so bad. And I said, what do you want to do? What's your number one thing? He goes, well, I want to work on building the voter base. I said, what voter base, like as in the community vote, like elections? He said, yeah. I was like, well, you don't know what KCDC is then. Like, you really should find out. You know, and I think that's important. And I think that should be required of somebody that comes up. If we're interviewing somebody, you should ask them, tell me what the KCDC is about. I mean, what we do. And ask somebody a question so that they know. That way you're getting a quality person on your board that knows. Right?
I'm really
Maybe that
glad,
comes with some kind of education too, I don't know.
well, I'm really glad the three of you are discussing this because you've all served on that board a really long time and have a lot of insight. The two or three things I might say would be that at the 2-year appointment, we tend to let people go for 6 years, period. And I think since they're 2-year appointments, that they should be looked at every 2 years probably, and make that just, you're looking at it and you can get reappointed or maybe not. I mean, if you aren't working on the board, then maybe the board would not like to reinstate you for the next 2 years. At least give yourself that option, but do it every 2 years, even if it's just a formality with some. I really agree with no more than, limiting a city councilman on the board and having at least one of them report back to, because I go to a lot of meetings and you all do and put in a lot of time. I don't go to KCDC because it has been a strong board and I don't feel like it's necessary for me to go and get, but I would like for somebody, a council member that sits on that board to report back just in opening announcements once a month or something and say kind of what's going on over there. Not only for the benefit of those who are attending up here on the dais, but those in the audience as well. And then I really like the idea of the score sheet. And of course, we've talked many times about keeping that consistent at nominations and et cetera. The resident or of a neighboring city doesn't really, that wouldn't bother me because like you said, I think we have a member right now that's doing a whole lot of work that isn't actually a resident.
he's definitely passionate, there's no doubt. His linear park is his passion, and he's taking initiative, and I mean, he asks for help when he needs it, but I mean, he's doing most of the work himself and
Yeah.
injecting me and Caesar when needed, and we need more board members like that, honestly, that
We do.
can take that
Caesar-
initiative.
That
You don't
takes
have to
some- that
babysit
takes
them.
work off of staff, especially Caesar, and he really needs that.
Well, this version that I wrote actually reins it in a little bit, right? Because right now, there's no limit. You could be within 10 miles, and I think it's pretty far around here. You go as dense as we are, 10 miles could be the other side of the 45.
Yeah.
You know, and so that really doesn't have anything to do with Kemah. But if you keep it close, then I like that.
But you go to Lake City, that's 10 miles. We don't go the other
I mean,
side.
well, it depends on where you go, but.
That's what I'm
10
saying, we go across
miles, we go
45,
away,
which is
yeah.
10 miles.
That's halfway down. You know,
And Caesar, correct me, if we just update bylaws and et cetera, that nothing has to go back to a vote anywhere.
I think bylaws do require a process. We did it
A
before.
process, but I don't think it has to go back to the voters. I think.
No.
you know.
We've done this before. We did it,
Yeah, it's been updated before.
I want to say, I forget, 2018, maybe 2020.
I believe, and I'll have to lean on our city attorney here next to us, that bylaw changes are approvable by the board.
Yes.
Anything above that you need, any structural changes, like, I want to change it from 7 to 11 members or
Right.
drop it to 3 or whatever the number hypothetically
Yeah.
would be, that would have to be a vote of the actual public.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's updates beyond what's in this book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
A lot.
Mhm.
So.
But we changed it not that long ago. I mean, when I was part of this, we changed it.
Well, but it also went from a
Type A to type B.
KEDC to a KCDC at one time, and I think that part of it's not in here, you know. when
It
was-
is.
Yeah.
You didn't probably get the full one in there, but it's in there.
Yeah, it was part of the backup documentation that's attached. The full verbiage is on there, but being a Form B KCDC, in this case, then yes, that would be the way of amending your actual bylaws.
Okay,
Like I said, I wrote a pretty detailed, it didn't all make it in here, but I wrote a pretty detailed backup
I read the email.
It was on the attachment.
on exactly how to do it. And if everybody's looked at it, I mean, I spent a lot of time.
Can we put one more caveat in here?
It's on there.
You can put anything you want in your motion.
Can we limit it to if a resident owes the city money, they're not eligible?
House, and what manner, like, oh, is it traffic ticket or is it taxes or anything? I don't think you can do that.
Owe
Anyway,
money to the city in any fashion?
I would have
I'm
to,
trying to think about what that would entail.
I would have to lend to legal on the legality of how we would do that.
Because that would include like, if you got a ticket, you can pay it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you say, it's kind of broad when you say you owe money. It could be, it's my annual alarm permit fee and I missed the deadline because it's a week away or whatever the situation could be. So there's variations of that. So,
But you can make that good and be eligible, I mean, but you gotta pay it
sure.
to be
No,
qualified.
everyone's gotta do
I mean,
it.
I just don't think somebody that owes the city money should qualify for a position.
But is that a thing, because I know on council, like, you can't have back this and that.
Council, you can.
Really?
Been down this rabbit hole.
Interesting. But that's a legal question.
It sounds to me,
Brian, I probably won't.
I know we don't have a motion, but it seems like we have, for the most part, kind of consensus in what you're saying, that you want us to bring you back a fully amended adoptable, assuming that this latest addition would be wording that in a way that makes sense. Is that kind of what I'm getting? Because I would work, Deja, with you to get that done.
Do we add anything else? I said something earlier and I forgot already what it was. Yeah.
We can also listen to the recording in case there's, it'll be in the minutes, and we can also listen to the recording. Deja and I can work together on that.
I just think when you score, if you're a Keno resident, you score higher. If you're on the wish list, you score higher. I mean,
Yeah, we can prevent that for sure.
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
There'd have to be some type of score.
points where that's, significant. But I don't want to eliminate somebody that wants to come and actually do like Tom's doing and working, because I mean, it is a lot of work and he's doing it. So I give him credit. I mean, he's not just sitting up here holding a position. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's pushing the bubble for a town he doesn't even live in. So I commend him for that.
Yeah, and I mean, I can attest, I've sat on that board for a long time. And there's many times that I was running everything and bring it back and everything, we just had voters. And it's just, that's the way we had it set up, and that's fine. But I mean, I've seen very quality people come in here and apply. And so I think you just capitalize on that, raise the bar. We're raising the bar.
No, I think- Because you got a passion for one or two things, you'll be passionate about it. I mean, it's hard to sit up here and be passionate about everything that we control at the city council level. And it goes beyond that as well. So, I mean, it is hard, I will say that.
Also, it's a volunteer position. It's hard to get that thin on everything, It's easier maybe to jump off down one rabbit hole instead.
I'm sure somebody in Keno Arch or Keno Crossing is going to be passionate about this park and would be willing to, because it's going to take another 5 to 7 years to complete the whole process. So, I mean, it's going to take somebody,
Well, just for the
way
record.
beyond us sitting up here, because none of the three of us or 4 of us will be sitting up here.
20 years, so I'm around.
Well, I know, well,
I'm not going anywhere.
I want to sit down and get it done. Well, I'm still alive, hopefully.
And are we having something in there specifically about when somebody finishes their 2 years, what that process is?
I was going to mention
Because I got
that.
sworn in 3 times.
That's a good idea. So I hear what
Well,
you're saying.
that's what I was saying, is they don't have to be sworn in if you,
But you should. You
but
probably
they
should.
they could
It's the
be.
end of your term, you should get sworn in. But
Yeah,
I
I
think,
agree.
like, in my opinion, if they're a good board member and the president wants them on there and they're doing a good job, they should have first right to say, I want to stay on. Like, I don't know why you would do the dog and pony show, but putting that back out there if your intent is to keep them on there. Like, I don't want to lead anybody down the wrong path. Because then you get people in here that want to apply and aren't going to get it, and the decision's already been made that they're going to stay, and that maybe give them a bad taste in their mouth. I want to avoid that. So if you plan on keeping somebody and they're going to stay on past their 2 years, I think that they should get the first right of refusal.
Oh, I agree.
To a certain extent, to a certain
I agree.
extent though, because if there's that fear, like I said, being a donut eater and you want to get rid of them, well then put it on the agenda.
Well, that's the only reason I said
But that would be the
is
president that would decide that, I would think.
that you need to figure out how to not reinstate if that is your wish as a board or as a president.
So Caesar,
I would
can you put that in, the president decides with, along with the board member that's coming up, if they're gonna keep staying on? Is that fair? Could you have that conversation with somebody?
I've had it with the ones that are coming up, I mean.
Okay.
My deal is be passionate about something.
So are you gonna make the motion?
No, I don't think we make a motion, I think we just give direction for him to bring it back,
All right.
I think.
Yeah, and again, I'm here, I wrote this, so if you want me to help you with it, in fact, I'd like to help you with it. To make sure it comes back.
We'll also look, it looks like this thing was originally filed in 2001, possibly amended in 2011 from the document you sent that's in the backup. So make sure there's no iterations that we may have missed in between.
I think there's
I
one
can't
since
remember what we did,
then.
and I thought it was 1 in 18, but
Didn't you pull every one of them when you were going through and researching terms for everyone since the beginning of time? Natasha?
what did we change in 11?
She just spent tons of time on that.
Yeah, it looks like the copy that I had.
I think in 11, we changed where you can do the, carry out somebody's term and then before your time starts. If I remember right.
I
The copy that I'm looking at was filed
Yeah,
October
I
10,
think we
2011. I have
have
to see
one
what else is
since
filed
11.
after that.
But I guess y'all can look that up, yeah.
It's in the, actually, Tasha's got it for everybody to see.
Okay.
Yeah, because we defined,
What's with the handwritten?
let me roll back another one.
Go ahead.
Roll, I'll keep going that way.
Say whatever it says.
I'll go back.
Matt needs to sign.
Go back, right there.
Official document right there.
Yeah, right there, see, we defined who was on there.
I have
What's
the
the
names
date on
of who's
that
on
one,
it, 2011.
Natasha? That it was
Let's don't
signed?
get bogged down on this.
Oh, there's no date.
In
2011.
All right.
So if you scroll to the next page, the next page.
Maybe it was the last one then.
Scroll up or down?
It's been
Yeah,
10
that way, like
10
this
years.
way.
Did you make
Like
any
at the
changes?
bottom of it.
Did you make any changes when you were president?
Your name's on there.
Isaac, did you make any changes when you were president?
No, that's when
So how long was you president?
And we changed it, we defined dates that they were on, and we changed
I
it.
left there, I just elected city council, so I would have left there in 21.
I was on in 18.
So you were
So I was
president,
I was there from 16 to 21.
so you didn't have any changes the whole time you were there?
Nothing violent, no.
So from 16 on, there's been
I
no
was-
changes,
I
because you
was
didn't have
the
any,
president.
he was on there, so I'm like, you got the history there.
The money.
The last 10 years, that's what I'm saying, last 10 years, been no changes.
So it would have to be between 11 and 16 if something was changed.
Right.
And this would have been 11, so
Yeah.
that narrows, we'll check from 11 to 16.
Okay, all righty.
Thank you. We'll make sure we bring that back.
Okay, is there any more discussion on this topic?
Oh, so one more.
Yes, sir.
So we put it out there, right, that you're looking.
Mhm.
I mean, I'd like to start this process with these board members. So I don't know if you need to pull it back, I don't know if you, or maybe leave it out, I don't know, but like this whole process, we're gonna have a lot of board members that are gonna be needed. And this process should start with these board members that are needed. So, A, we need to kind of get through it. And then also the board members are on there, they need to stay a little bit longer, I don't know, so there's some logistics there.
You know, hopefully it's breeding grounds for people to be on council and the water board and different boards. No, that's what I'm saying, is to get them, I mean, it's 25% of our budget, so it gets you some acclimation as to what a budget is and what to expect. I mean, doesn't open all the doors, but at least opens part of it.
The night I wrote this is the night that Darren and I had to talk, and I was like, I think Lee should be on there, because he's the only one up there and been on KCDC, and he's like, well, I don't want 3, and I was like, well, it's not the bylaws. So that night, I thought I'm gonna go write the thing bylaws. So I wrote them out, you know.
That's a form of council, they can't do that. There cannot be a form of council on there.
Oh, it's happened.
Is it in the bylaws?
No, that's like state law.
Well, There's been
No, there's been three
4
council
council members up here
No,
before.
they ain't supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
I used to call KCDC
Do
city
not
council,
call her,
right?
she'll ruin your day every day when you call her for about.
I hear what you're saying.
She's-
Straight.
I'm last conversations with her.
And I've seen 4 council members up here before.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, don't guys started on that one. That's a sore spot.
I'll cite it later.
Okay, let's
All right,
let's rein it in here. Any other comments or discussion on this topic? Seeing and hearing none, yes, sir?
No, just that we'll work with the city attorney. We'll go through the archives if there's anything else that we may be missing from what was attached here publicly. And we'll do, it sounds like there's a consensus for us to incorporate these items.
And Isaac, I want to hear you say you're going to work with Isaac too.
Of course, we
I wanna
would
hear you
work
say
with
that
Isaac. Of course, we would work with Isaac on this. Councilman Saldana on this,
Appreciate
absolutely.
that. It's on the minutes. We're just giving a direction, just to vote on it.
Technically, we're tabling this item.
Do we need a motion for that? I need a motion to table then.
You do need a motion before we get you.
All right, I'll make a motion that.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Councilman Doug Meisinger, second by Councilman Darren Broadus. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is tabled. Now I will adjourn the regular city council meeting at 4:45 PM and open the, I can't even talk tonight, and open the public hearing on the construction of Linear Park or Gateway Park. This will be open for public comments. If any, we didn't have anyone sign up. If anyone wants to get up and speak to this, they can. Seeing none, council and mayor comments and deliberation. Okay. I guess I will close the public hearing at 4:45 PM and open the regular city council meeting again. 12B, consideration and possible action to approve resolution 2026-05, a resolution of the city council of the city of Kemah, Texas, authorizing a project for economic development located in Kemah as described in Exhibit A under Chapter 505 of the Texas Local Government Code for the purpose of economic development expenditures and providing an effective date. This is the second of two readings.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2026-05.
Second.
So we have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Doug Meisinger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. I will now, we won't close, we'll take a break for our executive session at 4:46. Take a break. Oh, me.
You love these equipment? We gonna see it before we go? We gonna see it? It's outside.
I'm gonna drop it.
Did you?
Yeah. You got it.
Is it here?
Hey, man, I won't tell people no. Give me the keys to the house up in that sucker.
Do you wanna-
Okay, real quick. Let's do it.
Doug, you wanna see it? Have you seen it?
No, is it?
Are we all going?
Yeah.
I mentioned it. You're not fooling anyone. Thank you.
Come on, sweet pea.
Where did I get a picture of one?
The equipment's here.
Oh, I saw it on the way, and I went to the demonstration.
We're just determined to make sure you're on the record and consult with council.
Because they won't do it, man.
When you told me, I want it on
All
record.
right, put that in the minutes. They won't, they'll forget.
I do not have a contract, so you didn't.
Yeah, I have,
Okay, well, I think I sent you a link.
I saw what you sent me before.
Okay.
And I'm ready to for now.
Okay, because I have no access to the gate driver here, so I'll have to research it back there.
I asked Jerry, what she did, what?
Did you do what?
She didn't find something else, that's why she was late coming up here.
Oh, okay.
But I saw what you sent me, and she said, I think this is all I have access to. Well, she said, we're going to look further, just to make sure before we go back.
Okay, because I have no access to gate driver up here. So it's- Okay.
Council, order 444.
Where's my next problem?
This takes more than 15 minutes, we have to. And 15 minutes counts time.
Yes, sir.
15 minutes counts time, just saying outside the window.
Oh, out there for that?
Yes, we're supposed to be able to get my copy.
Right then.
I don't know who's that, boy, I'm telling you, I'm trying to drive me the wall.
No, I can't. It's a live stream. That's how it works. It's not how it works. It's live.
Cigar World.
And I meant to,
I'll go down.
Go tell them. How about that?
He's not the only one.
Oh, Lord.
$250,000, that's why I can go outside.
Better have heated seats. Don't think.
It's crazy. How expensive everything's got. Crazy.
I'm gonna take the Justin break real quick.
What kind of meeting?
You change the name.
No. I'm no match for him.
Oh, Matt.
He was bad.
Get my ass done. Big man, your fancy socks.
That don't really match what they match. I was like, gym socks. They're supposed to be fancy socks, but I got to look at them, I was like, they're giving dirty gym socks. Are they not? Dirty gym socks.
They look good.
That's for couple.
Yeah. Come on, please, finally, your parents. Come on, Peanut. Where you going? Oh, Lord. Your child doesn't remember.
Come on, sweetie.
Mama's telling you. Go, where's the dog? Come on. Go, where's the dog? Go.
Come on. Yeah, you good girl.
She knows she's going home.
Oh, no, not the police department.
Yeah, you ready to go? She doesn't count.
This guy that spend all the time I'm gonna spend over here. There's a drop in. It, here, let this go back out and I'll say what it is. Everything's titled archive and a bunch of stuff is, and it's, I'll tell you how old it is. It's, a bunch of stuff is zipped, but it's, you know how it used to be, you know how it used to be that you use the self-zipping package and when it wasn't part of the notes, it's zipped like that. I found it the other day because I was looking for something.
I was so ready to leave it the whole thing.
It's on the A drive, but it's called. Maybe because I'm not, maybe because I'm not.
It might be, and I know what you're talking about, the finished still stuff that you're not. I don't know. Huh? They're not really- I actually flew at that station, too, like that. I see it on the door in dispatch, where they could come from.
Those were compliments of Idlewild. Okay, I didn't realize that I had two cups right here. I'll put them on the other one, because I had nothing to do for these.
I see one right over there. like, maybe you should just.
Because it was cold. I know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. But, the crew on Pirate Ship, we could do a big lap, a second lap around the block. So it was a decision we will ever stop. When people on Seventh Street, they decided to go back around the line. We did. It's actually peach tea. Oh, that's good. Thank you to whoever it was. Elected. Do know though, that some of them are crystal light. Do the dull ones, are the dull ones no calorie or low calorie as well? Yeah, they're. This is actually my choice at home for Crystal Light peach tea, so. And this particular one is also fortified with a heaping teaspoon of collagen powder so that, to help my hair and fingernails grow. I'll show you what I've got in my office room out there. No, but put it in room temperature water and give it time to dissolve. I did this morning. It doesn't take that long to dissolve. I forgot it was there, but I give it back to your cleaning so it dissolves or else it's. No, we're just. Let's see what we can do. Like, we're going to go much So, yeah. And, you know, I have psoriasis, so I'm confident of something. Not full. Let me clarify it. Come on here, just get thin and I'll mention it. My wear days are over. Let me tell you something. One thing. I did that. I did that for 18 weeks with the wigs. And, no, there were days I was just ready to move off and really. Well,
Don't go to the cheap store in my house, they don't look good.
no, mine were all from that.
You could even style them.
Exactly. Mine were all from that $9 store there in League City that, Becky's, thank you. They're all from, she's still in. Oh, is she? Mine were all from, but I had three. I had a shorter hair one and a longer hair one. And then I had one that was like a baseball cap that just had like bangs and a ponytail. But I'm gonna tell you something, there are other days that you just don't want to fool with it, and something that nobody tells you about when you lose your hair, is that you also lose your eyebrows and your eyelashes. And the hair was nothing compared to losing your eyelashes. Because, well, it's not just the hair, every little bit of, you don't realize how much stuff your eyelashes keep out of your eyes. So. And Tasha, yesterday was the 1 year anniversary for Alex. And, or my dog for Alex. And, I was thinking about you too, because your anniversary was just been This is what it is COK-FS. Here.
All of them. I'm gonna slam like it back.
and my mom got her hamburger.
Would she like it?
She said the french fries were really good. She and my dad put the hamburger, they were getting eat it for dinner or something.
It's funny, I went to, Next Level very much. And, I sat in the living room and, Uber Chili's person walked in. And I was like,
Here's my hamburger.
wow, Patty.
I ended up going
It
to,
was,
Turkey's. Look at this. You like shrimp? Okay, what's that? Yeah, that's shrimp on a bun. It is my favorite meal in the
they have all the hamburger patties.
Turkey's.
I just eat shrimp, then eat it.
Yeah. So, my mom had surgery on Monday. And, when she got home, it was day surgery, when my dad got home, I used my grub hub and had Barbie, the whole place in Barnwell Station, and then Barbie's was right. But, I forgot that I had sent that over, and so today, I was trying to order lunch, so I could eat my this, and, from Chili's. And I ordered my usual lunch that I get from CBSC. And about 10 minutes later, I happened to look at the update, and I saw it was going to my parents' address, and I realized I forgot to change the delivery address back. So I sent them a hamburger as well. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think so. And you want to do it all together? Okay. You want some back? No, I'm sorry. You're welcome. So we want to ask. Yes, so we want to ask. If y'all like oranges, HEB has these HEB Royal Echo Mandarins. They're these oranges that are like this big. And they peel real easy and they're on sale for $1.18 a pound. They are excellent. They're giving away samples of them the other day when I was shopping. And I only got 2 of them, but I should have gotten. his parent? Yes. You can go interested in talking to me about the market and benefits we offer. We're an airport family, so are you guys still trying? Okay, I'm interested. My family was picture. Well, I took the test for me. Sorry, both their college, very, very public, real close to the test and all their most, from that, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's awesome, but it's not really just in the military right now. It's funny this is actually here in the military, right? Well, not the army, perhaps later, student 10, he left the company, army guy. So where is his time? I mean, something really that to go to his home guard class, graduated with one minute, army guy. Okay, thanks, looking forward to hearing from you. This is the San Antonio City Texas Center for Valentine's Day, where they have a cracking a cockroach event. You name a live cockroach after your ex and watch it being eaten on Valentine's Day by another animal, and it will eat cockroaches.
True story, I love it. Let me say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, you know, the name of Facebook, things you've done, and other, everybody's on the same, I'm like, yep, she had it all. You want to know what it is?
There's a pretty good list of them.
I hope.
Those cookies and,
Better bring a couple of
Tenderloin sliders. I'm doing, that was a double recipe I brought, and y'all ate every one of them but 4. Where's Craig? Come here. Hey, little girl, come here.
Got a better.
Is it a Q or a P? RFQ or P? Qualifications or is it?
RF,
All right, we'll touch this.
I think it's RFP. I said.
For proposal? Okay. I know there's a difference. I just, RFP.
Or maybe it is for
Which one's normal time to get
qualifications,
off?
for professional services.
Caesar, is it RFP or RFQ? Q.
I'll bring the city council meeting back to order at 5:26 PM. Do we have a 13A, well, let's see here.
14A.
14A, consideration and possible action on personnel matters, discuss employment, appointment, or evaluation of a public officer or employment to a municipal prosecutor.
I'd like to make a motion to put an RFQ out for the municipal prosecutor for the city of Kima.
Second.
So a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Isaac Saldana. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. 14B, consideration and possible action on personnel matters, discuss employment, appointment, or evaluation of a public officer or employee to wit, municipal court judge.
I'd like to make a motion to put an RFQ out for the municipal court judge for the city of Kima.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Darren Broadus, a second by Councilman Isaac Saldana. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 14C, consideration and possible action on personnel matters, discuss employment, appointment, or evaluation of a public officer or employee to wit, associate municipal court judge.
I'd like to make a motion to put an RFQ out for the associate municipal court judge for the city of Kima.
Second.
And the same, Natasha, Councilman Darren Broadus made the motion, Councilman Isaac Saldana made the second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There will be no motion on 14D, and unless anyone has any comments or concerns or questions, I will adjourn the meeting at 5:28 PM.
You got time to read?
Huh?
You know, it's time checks.
2, Darren, don't leave, you gotta sign something.
Me?
Yes?
Oh, yeah, I gotta sign the KCBC.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm a slave driver over here.